जय श्री कृष्णा। आप सबको मेरा नमस्कार and welcome to this 18 weeks program. During this time, we have learned so much, and with God's blessing, we started from Guru Purnima and going through this blissful journey through Ganesh Chaturthi, Nav Durga, Dashera, and now Diwali. So welcome everyone to today's program. Happy Diwali to all of you. And we will enlighten our heart with love and light. I'm Satya Kalra, your host. And with blessing of Guru Hariharji Maharaj, we're all together here. And learning from Bhagavad Gita, his teachings, and his guidance, his journey of mine for 30 years with Bhagavad Gita, or I would say more than 30, now almost like more 35 plus years. And he told me to read Gita. And I said, Guruji, Gita mein kuch samajh mein nahi aata. Krishna Bhagwan ji, sometimes he says do Karam Yog, sometimes he says do Bhakti Yog, sometimes he says Gyan Yog, and every time he says this is the easiest path and this is the best path, and I'm so confused. And he said, Beta, don't worry about it. Just read 3 verses. And do it before going to bed. And see the impact, how your subconscious mind will be filled with the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. And it will become Atma Darshani for you. It will give you the darshan of your Atma. So thank you very much, Guruji, for guiding, with blessing, and also asking me to write the books, which I had not even known how to write even a single sentence or paragraph of spirituality. So this is all your blessings, your guidance. So thank you very much. And happy Diwali to all of you again. We will embark today Diwali with love and light, the divine love and the divine light. So what is the true love? What is bhakti? The power of devotion, which is called bhakti. And I have put some verses here from Bhagavad Gita, which I will be speaking about later. How to practice it? What are the benefits of enriching ourselves with love and devotion? And see the effect of light in our life. And our favorite, everybody's favorite, meditation, and then action, and tips. As we started, this name of our program is 7 steps. And those 7 steps are taken from Bhagavad Gita. Could you please stop it? I am on the message. I am on the Zoom call, please. So follow these 7 steps based on the Bhagavad Gita to understand, experience, and ultimately reach to the union with God when God and I are separate, which is the duality part, merge with supreme power like Meera did. For Meera, Lord Krishna was in her hands, in her heart, in everywhere. And then self-realization, experience, who am I? I'm Satchitananda, and I'm no separate than God. So these 7 steps, which have been summarized, and this is actually in my book, My Question and God's Answers, it is giving that how Bhagavad Gita makes man to God. Through the Karam Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Gyan Yoga, and of course, take care of ourselves through meditation, pranayam, then do our best. Let go, surrender, surrender, surrender. Sarva dharma paritajya mamekam sharanam braj. Aham tvam sarpapebhyo mokshashyami ma shucha. This is the last message from Lord Krishna. So practice, practice, practice. And we start our program with the prayers. And our prayers is that we are seeking from the guidance from Supreme Power, from Lord Krishna, with our humble request and surrendering to Him. So karpanye dosho pahat swabhava, paschami tvam dharma sammurcheta, yachasai syani nishchitam bruhi tanme, shishyaste ham shadi mam tum prapanna. I'm your disciple, and many times I do not understand. My moolmati comes. So please guide me, tell me whatever is best for me. Live in this world. I surrender to you. I request you. Please guide me. And again, as I said, as Lord Krishna says, one path is simpler, another path is simpler. Last week we spoke about how simplicity is in the Om Mantra recitation. With every sans, whatever you do, sansan di mala, na jappa main tera naam. So how simple it is. But then this week, when I was thinking about this program, when it came to me that this is how it should be done, and this program, Diwali's program, should have the real meaning to it. And then this Bhakti Yoga came. Until now, we have been talking about Karma Yoga and easiest yoga of Om Mantra. But our Guruji, Hariharji Maharaj, always said, Bhakti Yoga is the easiest and highest and the fastest method to attain God, because it attaches with our emotions, and we have emotions. So there's something different, but our emotions are usually upset, worried, all those negative emotions. And he says, put your emotions with God. And he says, chapter 12 is the heart of Bhagavad Gita. So today I started with it different, but quite a bit is involved with the chapter 12. So Sulabh Parth, what is Sulabh Parth? Satatam yuktayam bhaitam priti purvakam. It says in chapter 10, verse 10, Esham satatat yuktayam bhaitam priti purvakam. Tadami buddhi yogam tam yen mamu penti. Who attains me, who merges with me, who is always do bhaita, always thinking about me, but with love. Here is the with love, love, love. So love is the key point here. Devotion is the key point here. And to them, I give them the wisdom. So whatever we receive those informations or during difficulties times, or our questions are being answered because of this connection, that wisdom he gives to us, pours on us through our connection through devotion. So why devotion? Why? And what is true devotion? And Lord Krishna explains it further, that unselfish love is true love. That is the divine love. When we are loving someone, expressing our gratitude or our love, and we are not expecting anything in return, that is true love. When we love, we bring more power of peace to this world, not just for ourselves, because we are peaceful, then we are emitting the peaceful vibrations to others. Our aura is filled with peace and love. And here is the point, very beautiful point. When the person is lacking love in life, it is like pudding without sugar, kheer bina chini ke, night without stars and moon without, that's how the life becomes. When life does not have a love in our lives, we are not talking about just the love with the God and the devotion and bhakti. This love is so important for us to survive too. And here it says, since love or compassion is the core of ultimate reality, connection with God, the highest human calling is to practice compassion and love in every relationship we have with each other, in all human beings, because this is his creation. And within his creation, we have to practice. As Arjuna, through his kartavya, through his duty, he performed the righteous war with the guidance of Lord Krishna. He did not allow him to go to Himalayas and do meditation. So meditation is good for us, but at the same time, it does not supersede our duty. There is beautiful saying by Dinkarji. He's the poet. He was the poet, Dinkarji. He said, जब काम छोड़ ध्यान में बैठेगा तो काल तुझे आके डसेगा. In other words, don't just sit for the meditation and substituting the duty. Duty comes first. And how to perform the duty, that messages come through meditation. So we have to practice whole day and perform our duty. And then we do get that energy from meditation. Here, Dalai Lama ji also said, love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. So love is the bond, which is for all of us, for relationships. And through relationships, once we build a good relationship with others, our relationship with God also flourishes, because our heart is filled with love. And God is love. So true love, what is true love? True love has no expectations. It is free from fears and envies and egos and arrogancy, and free from attachment. It is filled with compassion, with loving and caring and sharing and forgiving. It is immortal. It is infinite. And true love is God. So love is our true nature. What is God? Our true nature is God. So love is true nature. So true love never gets sick, never dies, only gets stronger with time. And true love is divine love, ultimate peace, ultimate happiness. And this is what chapter 12 talks about. So Bhakti Yoga is the easiest and highest and the fastest method to attain God through love and compassion. And this is Satya Sai Baba's symbol. So why love and compassion? Love is the only bond that keeps family, society, nation, everybody together. And once you put the love in your heart, peace and blissful is outcome of it. Meera is a good example of it. Her whole life was Krishna's love emotions. So love is the basis for all the values, action. With love is right conduct. Speak with love. Think with love, which will result into peace. Understanding with love leads to non-violence for everything. And love is our primary goal of our life, to live with love. Love leads to forgiveness. Love, once the heart is filled with love, everything comes out of it. So that's why Baba says, love all, serve all, help ever, hurt never. Which basically it's a karma yoga. Help ever, hurt never is karma yoga. Love all, serve all is bhakti yoga. So now, how to develop and practice true love and become God's dearest? And why I put it God dearest? Because in this chapter, from verses 13 to 20, he just talks about it. Who can become my most dearest? And he says, practice adveshta sarva bhutana mitra karun evcha nirmamo nirankara samdukha skashami santushta sattam yogi jatatman dran nischar mayar pitta mano buddhi yo mad bhakta samepiya. So who is dear to me? Who does not have jealousy for each other, but for others, have karuna, daya for every creature, not just the human beings, but also every living being. And without attachment. And also shami, forgive, and also content, with have a strong determination. And who is always lives in my consciousness. Maya pitta mano buddhi, yomad bhakta samepriya. That person is very dear to me. Then he further explains. He says, Yasmano vijite loko na vijite chaya. Harsha marsh bhai gai, mukto ya sach me priya. He says, don't be affected with his worldly things, external things. They come and go. They are all temporary. This shall too pass. This is the main message of Bible also. This shall too pass. Whatever is happening in this world, it will pass. So don't get disturbed with that. Temporarily we are affected, but he says, don't worry about this. Kabhi khushi, kabhi gam. Ye chalega zindagi mein. Anipeksha suchir dakshi. Udasino gatratha. Sarva ramb parityagi. Yo mad bhakta samepriya. He said, don't get the pride of, I am the doer and I start the things. Something happened, it's good. Something doesn't happen, just have a faith in the divine play. without expectation. Be neutral. Sometimes we are so positive and sometimes we are so negative. Here he says, be neutral, equanimity. This is what is another name of the Udasin. Then he says, na harshti, na dveshti, na sochti, na kanchti. Shubha shubha parityagi, bhakti man mein samajh liya. Sarva arambh parityagi. See, these two lines have so much meaning. Shubha shubha parityagi. See, something good happens, we think so much. Something bad happens, we think so much. And he says, go beyond that. Go beyond that khushi and gami. And have a friendship with all. Sama shatrucha mitrecha tatha ne apmanyo. Shitoshan sukh dukha. Sama sangha vivarjita. No animosity with anybody. Sometimes people hurt us, we feel bad, and sometimes we get upset about them, but just temporarily. These are where in Bhagavad Gita in chapter 16:21, it says, these Kam, Krodh, Lo, Moh are 3 dwars for Nark Dwaras. Un Nark Dwar mein yadi chale bhi gaye hum, we should come back as soon as possible with mantra or whatever the practices work for us. And then Tulya Ninda Stitirmoni Santishto Yena Kenichat. Aniketa Sthirmati Bhakti Man Me Priyo Nara. This is so important. We are very calm, but when we hear from somebody that somebody said something bad about us, our blood pressure goes high. There is a reaction in the body. At the same time, if somebody, when we have a discussion and somebody starts blaming us, we get upset about that. And that's where he says, Moni Sada Santush. Moni means just be quiet. Just have a Moni. Moni makes you Muni. And there is a very good definition of Muni. Vitirag bhak krodha. Who is free from rag, dvesh, krodha, he is the Muni. So this is how one can become Muni, by keeping silent. And then he says the last one, which is so powerful. But before I go there, here I just found these ones. These are very, when I was looking at it, and it says, anger and hate dig holes. Love and kindness moves mountains. So choose your motivation wisely, or choose your path wisely. So be kind and loving rather than thinking about who did what for me and developing any advesha in them. This is another way of looking at why here is the advesha, and here this is be beyond that. And here, he who has no attachment can really love others, for his love is pure and divine. So our love could be only pure and divine when we do not have some purpose behind it. And then do everything you do with love, not with greed, not with ego, not with lust, desires, not envy. This is just a basically summary of Gita's verses, just what we read. And compassionate, humanity, and devotion. And then the last verse, he says, Ye tu dharma amrit midam, yathoktam parupaste, shraddha dhanam mat parma, bhakta steti me priya. Who is my most dearest? Who put the intention to practice this? All of these 39 divine qualities, one cannot practice it. It's okay. But even you practice one, you become my most dearest. Because if we practice one, they're all siblings. They all follow. If you put the love in our heart, automatically we get the compassion. Automatically we develop the forgiveness. Automatically we go into peace and we feel so much bliss and ananda. So even if we practice one very seriously, other will follow. So again, this is a kind of a summary. Who becomes the most dearest to God? And here Lord Krishna says, again, this is a summary of we just spoke about it. Who does not hate, who does not have jealousy, who is not with the I-ness and minus, mera, 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 or main. And who has a forgiving, content, who is serene, fearless, who is desireless, who is calm, who is humble. The most important thing is who sets the goal of their life to attain me and lives in my consciousness all the time. That person is my most dearest one. And these are the hallmarks of those persons. These are the characteristics of that person. So what are the benefits by doing all this? Very first one, this is my favorite one. प्रेम जब अनंत हो गया तो रोम रोम संत हो गया, देवालय हो गया बदन, हृदय तो महंत हो गया. When we put so much love in our heart, then we move from as a normal human being more toward Mahatma, Dharmatma, Mahatma, and merge with Paramatma. Because every cell of our body is filled with love. And that person becomes most dear to God. Then he gives the understanding, wisdom, who we are, what is the purpose of our life, and how to achieve that purpose. But on top, second thing he says, I give them the light, ज्ञान दीपेन, ज्ञान का दीप मैं उनको देता हूँ, luminous lamp of wisdom, I give it to them. Then also with that wisdom, their body shines, their light shines, and they achieve everything because their heart is filled with love, their mind is filled with peace, and they merge with Brahman, with Param Dham. I call it Param Dham. They reach to Param Dham. There, that's where they experience, I am no different than God. I am God. Merge with God. And merging with God is what? Merging with Paramatma. That is the true Param Dham, which is realize ourselves who we are. We are no separate than God. Of course, there was some discussion yesterday that there is a Param Dham with physical Param Dham. There might be a physical Param Dham, but ultimately that physical Param Dham takes us where? To merge with supreme power. That supreme power merging with it, that is the Param Dham to me. So God gives the light of wisdom, self-knowledge, divine light to his devotees. Like he gave that divine light to Arjuna and showed him his Vishal Roop. That divine light, he says that, how do I give this divine light? When somebody has the pure heart, Arjuna, you are the pure soul. That's why I'm giving you this divine wisdom, divine vision, where you can actually see me physically. There comes the duality part. Here is Lord Krishna's duality, where Arjuna sees him. What is happening in the whole universe is within his body. But that divine vision comes only when Lord Krishna says, you cannot attain that with charity or reading or talking about Vedas and all these things. You have to practice. And what you have to practice? You have to practice with love, purify your heart, share with others. So practice karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, whatever you receive it, then you can get. That's where Arjuna qualified to receive the ultimate jnana from Lord Krishna, because he was a pure soul. So what are the benefits? Benefits are here. We improve our life, our relationship. With purity of heart, we become more pure. And then we become very dear to God. So purity leads to divinity. And then finally it leads to unity, because we experience the ultimate Satchit Ananda, ultimate health, happiness, peace. It's not that we only merge with God. We actually become very healthy. Our immune system becomes stronger because our emotions are less, and our emotions weaken our immune system. So our hormonal levels are good, our physiological, all the systems function properly. So we develop a healthy life. And when we are healthy, we are peaceful, we are happy, and then we merge with unity. This is what the real union, real yoga is, when we experience. So by practicing and applying these 39 virtues, you will not only become God's beloved, but also improve relationship with others, have a healthy, happy, and peaceful life. And of course, this is the Lord Krishna's end of the Bhagavad Gita. This is Sanjay says that one gets the triple benefits: prosperity, success, victory, glory. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdra, Tatra Shri Vijyo Bhuti Dhruva Nitir Matit Mama. So when we have a company of Lord Krishna, we are all Arjunas, then we both together march in this world, solve our daily issues, develop that love and compassion, and we become very fully satisfied in our life. The full satisfaction is the true prosperity in life. It's not just the money, because usually connotation with prosperity is money, but true, that's why I always, because I counsel some of the people also how to choose their profession. And I always tell them, whatever your profession, choose your profession based on your passion. Whatever your heart is connected with, work accordingly. Then the prosperity will come automatically, because your heart is filled with love and compassion. So that's where it says, Yatra Yogeshwara, Yatra Krishna. Yogeshwara, we are the Yogeshwara. We are the Parth. We are the Dhanurdara. We are the Parth. And we are with Yogeshwar, Lord Krishna. And when we are merged with him, we are working everything for him, with him. Then Shri Vijay Bhuti Dhruva, the glory, the prosperity, the victory, everything comes to us, regardless whatever our needs are. And then, of course, the ultimate is the peace within us and peace in the universe, where we emit the peace to others. So practice, practice, practice. Again, 30 days planner, and practice with that every day. And start your day with some divine practices. And again, reading Bhagavad Gita or whatever scripture you like. To me, that is like a must. I start my day with that. Whatever yesterday's issues might be, it might be bother me, whatever it is, it totally sets the mind into a different day. So I start my day with that, and that not, it starts every day in a very positive way. And then, of course, yoga, pranayam. And then here, during the day, take one thing like a dveshta or ego part or santushta, or if muni, whatever our need is, we should take one practice and continue to practice, 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 and live in God's consciousness. And again, practice bhakti yoga, love all, serve all, help ever, hurt never. So patience, patience, patience. Practice requires a lot of patience here. It does not come just like that. So, Shanai Shanai Uppar Med. First, we have to take a sankalp, and then gradually, our mind will transform. Our software of the mind will transform. We will delete our old data from our system, and step by step, we will develop the peace and become more dear to God. So self-realization is not in practice. Merging with God is not in just a quick process. It is an activity, but that activity has to be converted into lifestyle. So don't think that just we just do it, actions and all that. It has to come with bhava, intentions, practice, practice, practice. So the message here is diya. Okay, Diwali is diya. Diya means what? Diya, diya, diya. So to me, diya is give, give, give. And this is the time to offer our love, our help, our caring and sharing. Whatever way we can do it. But we should bring that light within us to others. So action. What are the actions should be? Become the diya of somebody's life. Share your love, resources, knowledge, food, shelter, smile. Whatever you can do it. Have the bhava of diya. That I'm going to, I'm going to share whatever resources I have. And I want to become the light, the lamp of righteousness. I want to live righteous life. I want to have the light. I want to light this lamp of courage in my life and help others. Light the lamp of forgiveness. Light the lamp of love and compassion. So live in love and light the lamp with others. So let's pray to Mahalakshmi Ma. Give us abundance, wisdom, understanding, and spiritual awareness. May my heart be filled with love and compassion. May my mind be filled with understanding and peace. May my hands be filled with selfless service. My home be filled with abundance and harmony. May my life be filled with health and prosperity. May my inner being be filled with Satchit Ananda, peace, prosperity, and joy to all, Anandam to all. So we may light this lamp of truth to eradicate falsehood. We light the lamp of compassion to express our oneness toward all creatures. We light this lamp of knowledge to express our oneness to understanding. With lamp of service to express our oneness to action. We light this lamp of prosperity to share God's wealth with others. We light this lamp so that God's light may enlighten all of us. So peace, prosperity, and joy to all. Happy Diwali to all of you. And thank you very much for joining.